April 23rd, 2026. We're having a home program on the banks of the Yamuna in Vrindavan, and the discussion has come up about the identity of Vishaka, Sakhi, and Yamuna Devi. So someone is asking, where is that in Shastra? It's, devotees who live in Vrindavan, they generally hear that Vishaka. Yamuna Devi is the liquid expansion of the prem rasa of Vishaka. It's another form of a liquid form of Vishaka, just like Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He writes about the appearance of Radha and Shamakan. And he says that although people have a different idea, my feeling is that Radharani, when she saw Krishna, she melted in ecstasy, and her melted body with all the rasa and Krishna rasa and Sham rasa became the waters of Radhakan. And when Krishna saw Radharani, his body melted, became all the waters of Shamakan. So in the same way, Vishaka has transformed her Swarup Shakti, Ladni Shakti body. In one form she's expanded, in the liquid form as Yamuna. So as people will say, where is this in Shastra? Who says this? Many people in Vrindavan say it. So our Govinda Das has found a reference for this in the collection of poetry by Rupa Goswami called Stavamala, and Valadevi Vibhushan, who was a Shiksha disciple of Vishwanath Chakravarti, he wrote a commentary. He wrote a commentary on the actual stotram in Stavamala is called Vishaka Stotram. What did Rupa Goswami call it?
Yamunastika. Valadevi Vibhushan calls it Vishaka.
Okay. The actual prayer to Yamuna River is 8 prayers written by Rupa Goswami, and he titled those Yamunastika. Makes sense. 8 prayers glorifying Yamuna Devi. But when Valadevi Vibhushan wrote a commentary on the Yamunastika, he said these prayers are Vishaka Stotram. These are prayers to Vishaka. So it means Yamuna is equal to Vishaka, which he says himself in his commentary. So he says all the prayers that are glorifying Yamuna are also simultaneously prayers glorifying Vishaka. So let's look at this in that light. It says, the first prayer Rupa Goswami writes, he says, "Oh, Yamuna Devi, you're a daughter of the sun planet, because sun planet has a wife named Samgya, and Samgya has 2 children. One was named Yamaraj, one was named Yamuna, Yama and Yami." So Rupa Goswami says, if anyone, your mercy, because you're the daughter, your brother is death, so you deliver everyone, you're the most sinful, from the ocean of sin by seeing. You bind the hearts of everyone with the beauty of your water and purify me always. So now we can take this same prayer and offer it to Vishaka. Vishaka, you save me from death, and you free me from all sins, and you bind my heart with the beauty of your form, and you always purify me always. So the Yamunastika for us becomes Vishaka Stotram. So it's particularly important for us in a way to Parivar, because our Yuteshri, our chief Sakhi, is Vishaka. Anyway, mostly, okay, daughter of the sun, you destroy the jiva's karmas by a drop of your water. You increase rag bhakti for Krishna. So Vishaka, drop of her mercy, destroys, you can say, all karma, and she increases rag bhakti for Krishna. Mostly it's about the river. But anyway, he has a lot of commentary he writes here. Very nice book. Another book to put on your bucket book list. we have a bucket list of places we want to see, like the Seven Wonders of the World, pyramids, or Amazon jungle, or alligator, or whatever. White shark, whales. We don't have an idea to see these things, but we have book bucket list. I have to read this book, I read that book, and this book, and that. Now I have to get stuff with all of it, which is a small bunch of prayers with 700-page commentary. 10 prayers with 700 pages of commentary. The good thing, one good thing is, let me tell you this. Thank you for that. One good thing is, because before I had 2 Elmeyers full of books. One Elmeyer was IGM. Bhakti this and Bhakti that and Bhakti. And they're all very good and everything. But I had them on folio, so I gave that 1 Elmeyer away. All the books. So now we don't have so many authors. We have 6 Goswamis. Keep track. Where's our accountant, CPA? Majority. Okay, you guys try to keep count. 6 Goswamis, Krishnadas Kaviraj, Vrindavan Das Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur, Vishwanath Chakravarti, Baladev Vidyabhushan.
Prabodhananda Saraswati.
Prabodhananda Saraswati.
Jalamangal Thakur.
Jalamangal Thakur.
Jaydev Goswami.
Jaydev Goswami. Ravi Karnapur.
Ravi Karnapur.
Nanda Vrindavan Shama Krishna, your community.
Mahanidhi Madan Gopal.
60.
Right on. Thumbs up for that quote. Okay, Ananda Das Babaji. And myself. Satyanarayana Das Babaji. Thank you.
Bhattaji Das Babaji.
Right.
Param Gurudev.
Some commentaries.
In English.
Yeah, Param Gurudev. I mean, Mahanidhi Krishna Das Babaji. How many is that?
19 Gurudev.
So only 19 authors. Like me, I only have 28 books.
Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur.
Added.
We had
Added.
19 authors.
Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam.
We are counting authors. If we count
That's
the
understood. Gita and Bhagavatam.
They are there, yeah.
That's there's no life without that. So that's good. We don't have that many books.
Yeah.
I have 28.
Yeah.
Krishna has 20.
Yes.
Baladev Krishna has 15. So keep you guys going. So what's the program here? Katha or?
Prasad.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shasti or Saptami. It's called Ganga Saptami. Some people say Ganga appeared on Akshay Tritiya, other people say today. Hindi calendar says today Ganga came to this world. So we bathed in Radha this morning to celebrate that. It was fun. We didn't see Ganga, we didn't see a crocodile. But I don't know how authentic this is, but it's Vrindavan. What's real anyway? Am I real? Are you real? But this is a collection of leelas attributed to Gopal Das Babaji. It's called Sri Krishna Premamrita. It's called Vasana Churya Leela. When you get Siddha Pranali, one of the things you get is Vasana. What does that mean?
Dress.
Dress. Clothing. And Krishna, everyone knows Krishna stole the clothing of the gopis. The unmarried gopis, the Kanyakumaris, but he got a taste for that stealing. So he thought he would steal the clothes of the married gopis also. He has a little better darshan. The unmarried gopis aren't so grown up. So he wants to see some comparison. There's a machine interrupted my machine. So once Radharani went to the Yamuna and she called her friends, O Karpura Manjari, Kalavati, O Chandrarekha, O Mudandana, O Sumukhi, O Sundari. All our friends and different Sakhis, Gopal Bhatta, who's his Sakhi name? What's his Sakhi? Gunamanjari. And so he said, grab a pot and let's go collect some Yamuna jal. All the gopis gave up their house duties, and their minds were very anxious to see Damodar. So they went off to the Yamuna, creating a pleasant sound with their pattering feet. Let me hear it. What? Oh, nice. You have pretty rhythmic feet there. They held the pots on their hips, and that's the way they do it. And their delicate left arms, they held the pots on their right hips, and their left arms were swinging back and forth. See a demonstration? Govinda's going to show us demonstration.
No, they're no, here. No, here.
Pots on the right side. Excuse me.
Down.
This is the right side, this side, sorry.
Right is like go.
No, the other way around. Your left arm is loose.
Oh yeah, like that.
Go back to the Gobi school and teach more training. Interesting idea, but okay. Yeah, thanks for that dramatic show there. As they got closer to the Yamuna, they smiled and talked about themselves about Krishna. The gopis joined their arms and went to Yamuna to take a bath. Because they were happy, they were slipping and stumbling along the way. And they entered the current of the Yamuna up to their waist. And they cupped their hands and carried water to fill their pots. While this was going on, Krishna was watching from a distance. He smiled and thought to himself, I shall hide at the bottom of this kadamba tree and play a pastime of Cupid. After some time, the gopis took off their clothes, began to bathe. You know what we call this in America? It's called skinny dipping. Sounds funny. Dipping in the water in your skin. Skinny dipping doesn't mean, you know, skinny girl dipping or skinny boy dipping. It's skinny dipping. So when you tell your friends about went to this forest where a girlfriend's found this nice lake, or went skinny dipping.
Oh.
That's the offense to the devatas. That was fun. I mean, it's said. I heard. So they did that. They always went skinny dipping. What's up? Krishna says, I'm gonna take the clothes. So I shall hide myself here and play it. Okay. After some time, the gopis took off their clothes, went bathing in the Buddha, and they heard a voice, Akashvani, oh gopis, do not bathe in the river, do not bathe there. Come out and quickly pick up your clothes from the bank of the river. That coward boy is coming to steal the clothes of the pretty young girls of Vraj. Krishna watched the gopis come out. Okay, so he warned them, and so he watched the gopis cautiously come out, then he used mystic power to become invisible. The girls searched everywhere, they couldn't find their clothes. So they went back in the river. Krishna climbed into the tree and hid on the branches to watch the girls. Naughty guy. Oh, embarrassed to read this, you know. Brahmachari, and there's so many pretty women here. Bewildered from drinking lotus nectar. So Krishna, you know, he did what he had to do. He stole the clothes with Bhavat in the tree. And Radha, come on, Jack. What's with this thing? Jai Shri Radha. Radha. So, thank you. Radharani looked and said, we left our clothes on the bank. Where have they gone? Who could have taken them? Our superiors will look at us with red eyes. If we come home with no clothes, I don't know what will happen to us. How will we get free from this offense? But it's more, our superiors have forbidden us to come here many times. They said we shouldn't come alone and bathe in the Yamuna. It's not safe. Now we're going to get beaten. Then as they moved toward the shore, they saw a blue boy in the tree. Who is that?
Gopal.
Gopal. Don't hide yourself up there. We left our clothes in the bank in order to take a bath. You have stolen our clothes. Give them back quickly. You unreliable fellow. Don't tease us by such nonsense behavior. King Kansu will catch you and pluck you up. Krishna's not too afraid of the gopis' threats. Gopis are threatening with imprisonment. Smiling, Krishna leaned back against a tree. Okay, and he fluttered his fingers over the holes of its flute, playing an enchanting melody. His shoulder was against a tree branch. He looked very beautiful with his locks of hair. Adorned with jewels. His long eyebrows made him look even more attractive. He captured the hearts of all the gopis. Krishna began to laugh softly. The gopis moved slowly toward the kadamba tree with great excitement. Naked. Who is more excited? The gopis?
Krishna.
What's the answer, guys?
Both Krishna.
Ganapati. How much they got to show? Ganapati. Krishna was really excited. So the gopis began to laugh, and they're shaking from the cold. And Krishna called out, "Oh, Kanya, oh, young girls, come out of the water. Come over to the tree. I'll give you your clothes back." The gopis heard this. They turned their faces down in embarrassment. They looked at each other. They said, "Oh, Krishna, be kind. Bring our clothes to us here at the water's edge. Don't allow the king to hear of your activities." Krishna said angrily, "If you are my servants, then come get your clothes. If you do not, I will not give you back one piece of cloth." What can the king do? The shy young girls thought over their situation and came out of the water. And they used their lotus hands to cover their breasts. Something like that. And then Krishna put the clothes over his shoulder, came down from the tree and said, what did he say? Verse 23, verse 24, verse 23. That's going on here. Oh, okay. Open your eyes, because their eyes were closed in shyness. Stretch out your hands to receive your clothes. If you do not, I'll climb up in the tree again. You can go back in the river. Hearing this, the modest girls lowered their faces and told Krishna they would not do that. Krishna became angry. The beautiful girls opened their eyes and looked at Krishna. And some girls extended their arms and begged Krishna for their clothes. Krishna said, "Not like that. Stretch your arms out completely." You ever kind of go like this, like covering, good. They tried to hide their lower parts by pressing one thigh over the other. That's the technique you must be knowing. They said, "Krishna, please give us our clothes." As they stood there, the gopis looked very beautiful. with their smiling faces. They weren't that angry. You don't smile when you're angry. They were enjoying the tease, the romantic teasing. Laughing softly, Krishna said, "Not like that, straighten out your legs and hold your arms out and beg for your clothes." This is married women. It's not little girls. There's the Gopis thought, what will become of us now? At that time, Krishna enjoyed the outstanding beauty of the Gopis' bodies. Excuse me. They were decorated with hair standing on end. And he gave each gopi their clothes. And he gave each gopi a tight hug and a kiss. Haribo, Jai Jai Shri Radha. The gopis indicated by signals. What kind of signals? That Krishna should meet them in a secret bower that night. So they weren't too in opposition. After that, the gopis' faces resembled lotus flowers returned to their homes. Thus ends chapter 1, stealing the gopis' clothes. Jai Jai Shri Radha. That's pretty. Parental guidance suggested thing there. Okay, that's one of the renounced Goswamis of Vrindavan. 6 Goswamis, Gopal Bhattaji. Let's see what else we have. This is another pastime from Gopal Bhattaji Goswamis. What is it called? Krishna Premamrita. It's all about praying. And this is chapter 3, crossing the river. This is about Yamuna. Very well. Radharani came to the bank of the Yamuna, and she saw Krishna driving a boat nearby. When Krishna saw the moonlight face of Radharani, he quickly brought his boat to the shore. He got down on the bank of the river Yamuna, began throwing sand around in jest in joking. Radharani saw this and said, "Murari, stop playing in the sand. It's almost sundown. Don't you see, you should take me across the river before it's too late." Smiling, Krishna said, "This river is very turbulent with big waves. We can't cross right now. There's a storm coming. When the wind is blowing fiercely." Radharani said, "That's what I'm trying to tell you. Please hurry up and cross the river." Krishna said, "Why don't we go to a householder's house and spend the night together?" He's married. Nearby. But tomorrow morning I'll take you home. "I shall not do that," Radharani said. "Here, take my valuable necklace as payment and take me across Yamuna." Krishna said, "My boat is old and we should just go stay with a householder." Radharani said, "Murari, I offer to pay you to take me across." Krishna began to laugh and say, If you give me your necklace, I will take you across the river. Oh, this necklace. Radharani said, no. Krishna said, the waves are too big. Besides, your mountain-like breasts and large buttocks are too heavy for this whole boat to carry. Sorry about that. There's an extra weight there. Therefore, what can I do? Radha said to Krishna, look, if I'm too heavy, what can I do about that? Krishna said, okay, come into the boat. I'll try to navigate somehow or other. Krishna helped Radharani get into the boat. They went a short distance across the Yamuna, and then the boat started to capsize. Radha became frightened. Said, quickly, take me across Yamuna. This river has become very wild with waves. If this boat should sink, we'll both lose our lives. We'll lose the treasure of our youth. Krishna started laughing and said, that will not be my fault. Look, what's happened, the waves have reached up and touched your breast. Now they become very strong. They're attempting to sink my boat. Becoming embarrassed, Radharani says, now is not the time to laugh. Stop your laughing. The boat is starting to fill up with water. Your behavior does not befit the circumstances. Radharani goes on. Although I'm using my hands to empty the water from your boat, it keeps filling up. If I somehow manage to get out of this predicament, I'll never get into your boat again. Krishna said, oh, lovely girl, I warned you before my boat is old. I never know what will happen to it at any time. Radharani said, oh, Murari, I know your boat is like that. What can I do about it? I present the treasure of my body at your feet. Now get me to the other side and I fulfill your desires.
Oh.
So Krishna said, oh Radha, now I'll try to navigate the boat. But there's holes in the boat, so take your blouse off and plug up the holes with your blouse. Vraj said, the holes in this boat are very large. By stopping them up with my blouse will be destroyed. I can block one hole, but water will still come in through another hole. Oh, Hari, what do you want me to do? Now my blouse is ruined. Now just see what's going on here.
Yeah.
On the pretext of a storm, the boat is sinking, and the Krishna already, those holes had corks in them. Those holes were already in the boat beforehand.
Yeah.
And Radharani got the boat, Krishna pulled out the corks. So we have to use your blouse to fill out the holes. Crazy, huh? So now what's going on? Krishna said, they said, what can we do? It's all our future, our destiny. It's all our futures in the hands of destiny. Radharani says, this boat is old and beat up, and the boatman is unreliable. Alas, what evil deeds have I done to deserve this bad karma? Radharani says, there's clouds in every direction. Only today Krishna has become a boatman. He doesn't know what he's doing. The waves are big. The boat is old. The boatman is a coward man. He doesn't know anything about boats. How will I ever get across Yamuna? Radha said to Krishna, for your words I hastily threw away my jewelry. I ruined my blouse. Now the boat is sinking. 19, verse 20. The boat is full of water, is about to be turned over by the wind. We're sinking. And then you're just dancing around and clapping your hands. You're purposely trying to steer this boat right into a whirlpool, about to throw the rudder into it. What a great calamity. Today I don't know what destiny has in store for poor Radha. Radha gives a deep sigh. Ah. My family members are waiting for me. This whole boat is sinking. What's going to happen to me? My costly jewelry I thrown into the water, and Krishna's just laughing. All right, I'll try the boat. Out of impatience, Radharani began shouting, quickly drive the boat to the shore. Then Krishna goes in so much anxiety that he breaks the rudder on the boat and damages the boat. Radharani becomes angry and says, oh my God. The boat is sinking, the rudder is broken, we're about to drown. And this guy is just laughing. This ending is fantastic.
What is saying?
Krishna laughs and said, as the boat becomes full with water, listen to the solution I will offer. By taking hold of your jug-like breast, I will float to the shore.
Balloons.
Balloons, he said. Vraj said, it's already nighttime. Life and youth are very hazardous. It's not a time to play around. Krishna says, oh, lovely Radha, please think of a way to solve this predicament. Radha says, you are the solution, not me. Krishna, I'm not a cheater, but I do require you to pay with your youth. Smiling, Radha says, cross the Yamuna. My body is shaking with fear. I shall pay you the price of my youth. Just get us across the Yamuna. In order to reassure Radharani, Krishna revealed a sandy bank in the middle of the river. Let us go there, to the island in the middle of the river, and we can spend the night there, and the storm will dissipate in the morning. Radha smiled and said, okay, quickly bring the boat there. And Krishna said, oh, Sundari Radha. Now he's like flattering her, you know. Old trick. If you agree to sport with me some Cupid Leelas, I will quickly take you to the island. Oh, moon-faced girl. Such fortunate opportunities do not always arise. This has been arranged by the grace of Providence. He's Providence. Krishna is Providence. God has arranged this island to appear in the middle of the storm, in the middle of the Yamuna. And just so you and I can have some shelter. And I can, get my payment. Radharani kept quiet for a while, hanging her face down, trying to understand everything. She said, "Oh, Sri Hari, let your desires be fulfilled." Drinking this through his ears, these nectar words of Radharani, Krishna brought the boat to the island. Once they were on shore, Krishna said, "Oh, beautiful girl, see what a beautiful place this is." Okay, but then Krishna looks at Radharani and says, "By the arrangement of destiny, you are made with very soft limbs." He's kind of getting friendly now. But I don't understand why your breasts are so hard. Well, okay, it's like he says different things. Then he goes, sorry. They enjoy different pastimes of love.
Okay.
Krishna Radharani back to the Yamuna, embraced her and said, "Dear Radharani, please don't forget me." Radharani said, "How can I ever forget you?" Saying this, they both parted. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. That's called crossing the river and getting double crossed by Krishna. Radha and Krishna regularly enjoy boat pastimes, and they are briefly mentioned in various writings of the Goswamis. Boating pastimes are classified as Sambhog Lila, pastimes of intimate love exchange enjoyed between Radha and Krishna and the Vraja Gopis. They're all described by the Goswamis in the books of the Goswamis. We read different boating pastimes where Krishna disguises himself as a boatman and just acts as a boatman, and he gets halfway across the Yamuna or Masi Ganga and stops the boat due to fatigue or stormy weather. Then Krishna begs amorous favors from the gopis to complete the ride and ferries them to the opposite shore. These daytime boat pastimes are full of mirth and merriment. In Padmavali, Rupa Goswami describes a funny version of Nokalila. Jiva Goswami describes boating pastimes at Manasi Ganga and Gopal Champu. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami describes Yamuna Nokalila in it's called Gopi Premamrita or Krishna Premamrita. Although we often see paintings of Radha and Krishna and a few intimate gopis sitting in a beautiful boat, playing musical instruments under the moonlit sky, we have not yet read any description of this sweet, love-saturated boat lila. But you've often seen paintings. It's moonlit nighttime, and they're in the boat, moonlit sky. But I haven't seen any descriptions of this. Maybe it's another sampradayas. We'll now describe nine boat leelas. Rupa Goswami Padmavali quotes different acharyas' verses plus his own describing afternoon boating pastimes at about 5 o'clock. Say our boating pastime. So, you ready? Just won't sink, you know what we're going to do. You're a life preserver. The boat doesn't go. has to be one life reserve for every man. You have 6 men and 6 women also. Cute. Costly life reserve. Okay, this was recorded once in 2010, once in 2023, and now again. 16 years ago was the first recording. You heard it? No. Number 1. One day the Bhattaji came to the banquet and approached the boatman and repeatedly called out, "Hey, Noka!" Krishna pretended to sleep right in his boat, next to his boat. Bhattaji said, "Take us on the side, you bum." He said, Noka Bihari. It's interesting when you get these boatmen, you ask what's the guy's name. You go to one guy who says Bihari. You go down and ask the other guy, what's the name? Shamasunder. Then you go to the third guy's name, you got his shop. Every single one of them has the name of Krishna. Because we had to get like 10 boats taking one to Russian to the other side. Because we had a Yatra once where we had Yamuna Kata on the other side of the Yamuna. On the other side it was all sand over there. It was Nile in the middle of the Yamuna. So we took a boat, we had about 10 boats to go out there. So we were going, contracting them. Me and this guy, another Indian guy. I was in charge of all this party, 2005 or 2006. So we went to one guy, what's your name? Shamasunder, Ganesham, Bihari, Krishna, Damodar. Oh my God. They all had long black hair, oil, greasy, like they're really cool. So, okay. So the river is very deep and this old boat is old and we're helpless girls. This is very dangerous for us. You're the only boatman that can take us across. In the middle of the river, Krishna stopped rowing the boat and demanded immediate payment. And he smiled. Frightened, the gopis had no money. Suddenly a storm arose and Krishna had the Bhattaji gopis throw their heavy milk pots and necklaces overboard. The boat violently tossed by the wind, filling up with water, almost sinking. Krishna, joking, tried to touch the Bhattaji gopis who desperately were trying to bail out the water. "Oh Krishna," Vraj said, "if I live through this, never again will I get placed my foot in your boat." Vraj said, "Oh Sakis, everyone please bow down before your favorite deity and pray that the Yamuna River will only be as steep as our knees. Then we get another boat captain besides Krishna." Turning to the sympathetic gopi friends, Vraj said, "Krishna pays no attention to my prayers. He does not hear my begging. In a broken voice, he does not consider my repeated bowing down before him. Oh Saki, what will I do now? This reckless son of Nanda Maharaj is violently shaking the boat." Krishna replies, "Oh beautiful Radharani, don't be so harsh. By your mercy we will survive this calamity. All you have to do is pay the boat fare of promising to enjoy with me a festival of amorous love. Then I'll navigate through all these ways and deliver you safely to the other side." Padyavi verse 261 to 269 to 281. Number 2, Leela. Mansi Ganga Leela Gopal Shambhu. One evening, this evening, Radharani and Bhattaji gopis arrived on Mansi Ganga. or Yamuna, with pots of milk and yogurt. They wanted to cross. They saw only one old boat and one young boatman with a peacock feather in his hair. Who is that?
Krishna.
Krishna.
Light not there now. Current is coming. No power.
They argued over the fare. It's typical stuff, typical Indian stuff. Finally agreed to accept payment of sweets and butter. Rosikovi sat in the boat, and the boatman rowed some way, stopped because he said he was hungry and tired. He couldn't continue until the Rosikovis fed him. The boatman emptied all the pots of yogurt and butter they had, and then he said he was tired, he would take a nap. They asked two gopis to massage his arms and legs.
Really?
Radha said yes. Radha said to herself, yes, we'll take your two arms and two legs and throw you overboard. If you don't start rowing your boat immediately. So what did the boatman do? He started rowing the boat. He stopped a short distance and said, listen girls, this boat is old. The water is coming in the boat. And there's two heavy passengers. It's a very wide boat, you know. He said the boat's gonna sink. So the gopis agreed to throw their yogurt pots overboard. That's good. They're heavy. But Krishna has some other idea. Again, the boat was too heavy. It started to sink. The boatman said, throw your heavy jewelry overboard. Even after the gopis did this, it still appeared to be sinking. Krishna said they had to remove all their heavy clothes. The gopis replied, we'll throw the boatman overboard, and this will solve the excess weight problem. If he doesn't start rowing again. The boatman complied. A short distance, big clouds gathered, and wind howled. The waves rose and rocked the boat. Frightened, Radharani thought she would fall overboard. Feared that she'd fall over. And the water the boat was rocking so much. Radharani embraced the boatman out of fear of falling into Yamuna. Upon embracing the boatman, Radharani realized the boatman was actually
Krishna.
Krishna. Suddenly the sky cleared, the waves settled down, and the moon came out. Seeing Radharani tightly embracing the boatman, the Sakhi started asking what she was doing. Answering, Radharani pulled Krishna's flute out from under his gamsha, and then all the gopis understood. The boatman was actually Krishna in disguise. Jai Jai Shri Ram. Wild, huh? Nice to see it. The whole is written here too. Bhavlila Raj got page 23. Let's see that one. Vraj got. What time is it? 4:15.
443.
443.
Okay. This near Gopal Mandir. Krishna disguised as a boatman. Krishna insisted he would not take the gopis across Yamuna unless he could wash one gopi's feet first. Very strange request. So he said, they asked him, which gopi do you want to wash the feet? Krishna said, Radharani. The gopis refused. No, nothing doing. You can't touch Radharani, you're a dirty boatman. So then Krishna said, okay, I'm not taking you on my boat. So then the gopis relented and allowed Krishna to wash the gopis' feet. Remember, Krishna disguised as a boatman. He's just some Bengali guy, you know. Some black guy from Bengal. With a gumshoe on his head, a gumshoe on his butt. So after Krishna washed Radharani's feet, he sprinkled the Charanamrita on his head on the Yamuna, because she's in on the boat. In the middle of the river, Krishna stopped rowing. He said he's weak because of hunger. Vraj should feed him their milk products they carried. Krishna ate a lot and he got bloated and he lay down to sleep in the boat. Krishna asked one Radharani asked the gopi to check the boatman, see what was wrong. The gopi laughed as she uncovered Krishna's flute under his gumshoe. Now the boatman's true identity was revealed, and all the Vraj gopis laughed and clapped their hands. It's called Raj Lila because the Vraj gopis threatened Krishna to tell the Raj, King Kamsa, about his naughty pranks and Leelas. So Raj got Leela. Just near Goradauchi on the Prickle Mark. Okay, now we go back to page 8. Go to page 23. Lord Chaitanya's boating Leela. Oh. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Valabha Bhattaji at Valabha and exchanged Krishna Katha for some time. Valabha arranged a boat to carry Chaitanya across Yamuna to his home in Adalya, which is a sub-village of Valabha. When Mahaprabhu saw the glossy black water of Yamuna, he became completely overwhelmed with wretched rain. He immediately roared loudly in ecstasy and jumped into Yamuna, seeing everyone trembling in fear. Seeing this, everyone trembled in fear. Somehow they pulled Chaitanya into the boat. In the boat, Lord Chaitanya began dancing. But due to his heavy weight, the boat began to tilt. Water gushed in and filled up. It was on the verge of sinking. Mahaprabhu tried to check his wonderful prema ecstasies rising within his heart due to the presence of Bhavacharya. Somehow Mahaprabhu contained himself, became calm, and the boat safely reached the opposite shore. Pretty cool, huh? This is a verse from Raghunath Das Babaji 64. The Mahasigana. Gandharvika Maravimardana no Vihara Lila Vinoda Rasa Nirvar Bhogini Yam Govardhan Ujla Shila Kulam Unayanti Vichi Varer Avatu Manasa Janavi Mam. The Manasa Ganga flows so swiftly on the side of Govardhan Hill that its waves push the splendid rocks lining the shore. I pray that Manasa Ganga, where Gandharvika Mora Vimardan enjoy jubilant boating pastimes, may give me shelter. This is Vraj Chintamani, verse 25 by Vishnu Chakravarti. No kalenanam yatra, no kalenam yatra tayo shrutinam, patat katanchit yalitat priyati, tadevarudam krute balena chajayatum nashakyam. If one hears about the divine couple's boat sailing pastime, boat sailing, one will become stunned in ecstasy. They will not be possible for them to stop hearing about them. This sweet Madhurya Lila, boat Lila. Okay, this is interesting stuff here. Sudevi Sakhi, she plays kartals. She's expert at sailing and skilled at handling boats. So when you always go out for sailing or boating, Sudevi's the captain. Lita Tungavidya are expert at playing Veena. Vishaka is expert at Mridanga. So pray to Vishaka. Get better. Chitra is good at sitar and gong. Vinuleka plays finger cymbals. There's the finger cymbal girl. Champa plays sarangi and tambura. Rangadevi supplies sandalwood, and she plays bell, ganta, and chamara fanning. And this is compiled by Dukini Das, describes bhajan, telling the Sakhi's instrument. This is Loshan Das Thakur bhajan called Nam Noka Lila. Ke Jave, Vai Baba Sindhu Par, Danya Kali Yugara, Chaitanya Avatar, Avatar. A.B. Avatar. Amara Garangar Gate Adana Kelai, Jala Anda Badira Abadi Parai, Harinamara Nokakani, Shri Guru Kandari, Sankirtana Karojala, Duvavasari. Sabajiva Hailapar, Kramer, Vatase, Padiyaraila Lakshana Panaradashi. There's a translation in case you don't like my Bengali. Who will cross? Who will cross? Oh, brothers, sisters. Says by Baba. Who will cross the ocean of birth and death? My Lord Garanga is awaiting everyone at his boat ghat. Everyone including fools, the blind, the deaf, have come there to board the boat. You ready? Okay. Everyone's in anticipation. The ferry boat is Krishna's holy name. The captain of the boat is
Guru.
Captain is old. The boat is old. Just tell him to click also. The oars is the outstretched hand. The oars are the outstretched hands in Sankirtan. The favorable wind is ecstatic love for Krishna. Now every soul has crossed to the other side of the ocean birth and death. Only Lochan Das Thakur as one fault has been left behind. Okay, check this out. Krishna's Kali Yuga Bodh Leela. Ready? Gonna show me, you in? You're in the Leela. The most important Bodh Leela for all of us is ISKCON. In which took place how many years ago? I'm talking about 65 and 35. 60 years ago. It says 40 years. When Krishna appeared in Kali Yuga as a very special boatman. In the end of Draupadi Yuga 5,000 years ago, Krishna manifested his boating pastimes with the Vraja Gopis at Masiganga Govardhan and the Yamuna. Sometimes in the day or beautiful moonlit nights. But more recently, just 60 years ago, in 1965 in August, what was that?
Prabhupada.
Jaladuta, water messenger. Krishna again appeared in the material world to enact his boating pastime, Noga Vihari Leela. This time, Krishna Noga Leela was not on the Yamuna, Masi Ganga, but Krishna performed his boat Leela on the Red Sea between Saudi Arabia and East Africa. Srila Prabhupada was a passenger aboard a cargo ship named Jaladuta. While passing through the Red Sea, Prabhupada experienced 2 heart attacks. At this time, Srila Prabhupada had a dream. What was the dream?
That Krishna was bringing the boat.
Krishna was rowing the boat and told Prabhupada he should not fear. He should come along. Come along. That's pretty cool. Krishna came as a boatman for Prabhupada. Now this 9th Leela. This cotton boat. You guys jumped off the boat. you actually, a pirate came.
Yeah, pirates.
Pirate.
Pirates are pretty
Big beard, you know, there. He had a knife between his mouth. Yeah, that's on his eye. Sometimes Prabhupada compared ISKCON to a safe and strong boat crossing the Bhava Sagar, ocean of material existence. Sometimes the boat will rock and roll due to stormy weather or high waves, but that doesn't mean you should jump off the ship and take shelter of the ocean. Just hold on, stay on board. Soon enough, the wind or waves will subside. They'll calm down, the seas will become calm, and smooth sailing once again. ISKCON is like a boat, best to stay on board. I was working for the company.
Yeah.
Stay on board and chant Hare Krishna. Serve Sri Guru Radha Krishna and Vaishnava. Same old line, I always say. And go back home.
Back to God.
Back to God. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Shri Radha Shyamsundar Mandir ki.
Jai.
Krishna Baladev ki.
Jai.
Next thing is about Krishna Valabha tree. This history you can't find anymore. Now it's called the doggy monkey tree. Doggo Mandir Leela.
Govinda Gopala Radhe Radhe Shyam Govinda Gopala Radhe Radhe
First temple we visited on our brief Vrindavan Yatra was Radha Valabha Mandir, which was founded by Hit Harivamsh, and the Murti of Radha Valabha is just one Murti of Krishna, was established in 1533. After that, we went to take darshan of the Daru Nrsimhadev temple, which is nearby nearby Valabha Mandir. This is the largest murti of the Nrsimhadev in Vrindavan town. It's called Daru Nrsimhadev because he's made of wood like Jagannath. It's called Daru Brahman in Puri. This is Daru Nrsimhadev temple. And he's on his left side is Lakshmi Devi standing with her hands held out like offering something. On the right hand side, kneeling down, is Prahlad Maharaj. And then we went to what is called Bhattaji Temple, Bhattaji, Bhattaji Temple, which is named after Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, one of the 6 Goswamis. The murti there is named Radha Madan Mohan Lal. This murti was established by a disciple of Raghunath Bhatta named Gadadhar Bhatta Goswami. And in this temple, they keep inside a glass case, they keep the Srimad Bhagavatam of Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. And there's 2 pictures on the wall behind the Bhagavatam. The center picture is Gaur Gadadhar. There's a painting of Gaur Gadadhar, person with a turban on his head, orange turban, and that is Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. And on the other side of Gaur Gadadhar is another man with a handlebar mustache and a big bunch of hair behind his head, and that's Gadadhar Bhatta Goswami, who is the disciple. Underneath the painting of Gaur Gadadhar on an asana is the Bhagavatam. They say that Bhagavatam was given to Raghunath Bhatta by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Raghunath Bhatta was a very expert cook. When he went to Puri to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he stayed for 8 months in Jagannath Puri. He was cooking regularly for Mahaprabhu. When he left Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took off his Tulsi neck beads, Kanti Mala, and put him around Raghunath Bhatta's neck and embraced him, sending him home. And again, Raghunath Bhatta returned to Puri and stayed a while. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Raghunath Bhatta to go to to go to Vrindavan and live with Rupan Sanat Goswami. When Raghunath Bhatta moved to Vrindavan, he lived in this area, which is now called Bhatta Goswami Mandir. While reciting the Bhagavatam, he would cry and get stunned in ecstasy. His voice was so sweet, he would sing in 3 or 4 different ragas each verse. He would never listen to anyone talking about misbehavior of a Vaishnava. In Krishna Lila, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami is Raga Manjari. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.